Hey guys, what's going on? It's Corey from Fields Forge. This is my first video, and I decided my first video was going to be a shop tour. I might have just a little sit-down video and tell you all more about myself and what I plan to do with this channel and whatnot. But this is just a little shop tour to show you what I got. And if you want me to review anything I have or tell you how it works, whatever, you just let me know. Put a comment down below, and I'll make sure to be on top of those comments. But we'll go ahead and get into this right here. Over here, I have a Rikon 1x30 belt sander. It's a variable speed, so it's very, very good. As far as if you're wanting to use like a really high grit at a really high speed, or if you have a really low grit belt, you know, you can swap it up and do a lot of different things since it's the variable speed. A lot of these smaller belt sanders don't have that feature. But it's a very good belt sander, and I like it. It's got the 6-inch disc grinder on this side. I don't use that very much, but it does have its uses sometimes. Right here, we just got a cheap bench vise off of Amazon, but it works very good for what it's for what I need it for. I just got it bolted down to this table. Back here, we got some railroad spikes that I plan to make some knives out of. And I got these little blocks of high carbon steel, just little 1.5-inch long blocks. And I plan to do some stuff with that, maybe even some Damascus in the future. Right here, if you follow my Instagram, I'll put the link down below. These are the tongs that I just bought. I'll be posting pictures of these. I haven't used them yet, but we will be very, very shortly. I got this on Amazon also. I think this was a Christmas present, along with these Ryobi, this Ryobi set here. Shout out to G3 Fabworks. That's my dad. I'll put a link to his Instagram, Facebook down below if y'all want to check him out. He builds cages and fabricates things, mostly for razors and Honda Talons and things like that. You can go check him out. But this is a 3000 and 8000 grit whetstone. I haven't used it yet either, but I will also be using that very shortly. These are my hammers that I got. They work very good for being cheap Amazon hammers. I mean, I don't have a single issue out of them. I kind of faced one of the faces up a little bit. I believe this is it. I just kind of made that transition around those bevels a lot smoother, so it doesn't leave as many marks. But these work good. I mean, if you can find some hammers on Amazon or something and you're just starting, go for it, because you don't need a $200 hammer when you first start. These Ryobi drills and angle grinders and flashlights and stuff, I love them. They work very, very good. The only thing I want to do is buy a higher milliamp hour battery, just so it lasts a little longer and has a little bit more to it. Up here I got my belts. I got a 36 grit Hogger belt. Then I got 240, 400, and 600 grit aluminum oxide Trizac belts. And I love them. They work very good. I got them off of True Grit. You can see that right there. Got my Blade HQ sticker. And this is my currently very messy toolbox. I need to get more tool space, but I've yet to do that. And if you've seen this up here, these are my weld tests from where I work at. I'm a welder at Link Belt Cranes here in Kentucky, and that's just the weld test that I have to pass. It's a horizontal spray arc test, filling up an inch deep bevel and cut some slivers out of it, and then they bend it like this with a 10 or 12,000 pound press. Over here, these are my files that I use. I don't have anywhere to put them yet because, like I said, I need more tool space, but that's coming. And eventually, I would like to put pegboard up behind my bench so I can hang all these tools up, get all these files up there. Anything that I don't want out in the way, I can just hang up. That's coming soon. I just have to go get some pegboard, really. I have everything else I need. And then over here, there's my dog. That's Ginger. But I have a homemade anvil. It's a 163-pound block of steel. It's just mild steel, but it's very, very heavy, has a lot of mass, so it works pretty well. It's probably not nowhere near a good anvil with a good base, but it actually works very well. What I did is I put little 3/8 welds on the bottom of these legs. And I welded these pipes on, and then I filled them with used motor oil and sand, and you can hear it doesn't ring. That's the whole point of that, is just get that sand in there to dampen that so it doesn't ring really loud when you hit it with a hammer. And over here, this is my forge. This is 16th gauge steel plate that I bent into a square, and then I welded up this side, and then I just shaped this side up, and then I painted this in engine paint. I filled it with refractory cement from Tractor Supply. I think it's good up to 2,300 or 2,500 degrees. But I filled the whole thing. I put a tube in here, and I poured it all around it. There's nothing else in there but refractory cement. I built this table out of mostly angle iron and some more of that 16th gauge steel, and I just bolted the forge straight down to it. And then this right here, this is the burner I bought. I got this off of Etsy, and if you guys are curious about this burner, it works very, very good. But if you guys are curious about it and would like to check it out, I'm going to try to find the paperwork to it and maybe get on my Etsy, and I'll try to link these people down below who sell it, because that's a very good burner, and it was relatively inexpensive compared to most of these burners. But yeah, this is my shop. We're going to be getting into some videos soon. Also, I've been doing some live streams, making a knife. I've got one rough shaped for the most part out of a railroad spike, and I'll show that to you here. Right there it is. Now, it's not polished. It's by no means ready to quench, and I'm still learning a whole lot. But if you want to see the rest of that knife built, or if you want to see me build other things in the future, make sure to go follow my Twitch. I'll link that down below. That's twitch.tv/Corey Fields. But I've been doing a lot of streams here with this phone. You know, just chatting with people while I'm trying to make these knives. You know, this is just kind of a passion project. This is something that I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to weld. I'm doing that, so I figured might as well, you know, make me a forge and follow the other passion that I had. And I mean, I have a large collection of knives that I bought, but I always wanted to learn how to make it. I want to know what goes into it, and hopefully these videos that I'm going to be posting on this page can give some of you guys an insight on what goes into it and what it's like to make knives. And you know, right now I'm using probably some of the cheapest stuff you can use. I mean, but you can absolutely make a knife without a belt sander. You can make one without a forge. You can make one without the anvil, all of that stuff. So I do have, you know, more than the basics. But as far as, you know, most people who actually run businesses doing this or whatnot, they have much, much nicer equipment. They might have a 2x42 or 2x72 belt sander that costs $2,000-$3,000. But yeah, I mean, just follow the Twitch. I'm also going to link my Instagram down below and my Facebook. I got a Facebook page, an Instagram page, and my Twitch page. And I'll link those down below so you guys can give those follows, go like those, check them out. Turn on any kind of notifications on those pages so you know when I post, when I go live, anything like that. And if you guys like this video, go ahead, hit the subscribe button down there, hit the like button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.